the body kept a receipt that your therapist never got to see. For years, thought therapy treats the narrative and the problem living in the mind. Bodywork, somatic workers treat the same symptoms, the same problems, going to the nervous system or the fascial system, treating the same exact situation two different separate ways. Two professionals, two different fields, two different appointments, two different ways to see one problem, and they usually never compare notes. That's what happened to me and happened to many people in the world, because we go to this specialist and this specialist know what he knows. There's the talk therapy. Try to give you the narrative or give you the story. How can you do this? How can you fix that? The psychiatrist giving you the pills or the medicine. The personal development coaches, what they do? They go like being with personalities, top tier legends, and they tell you about there's not a big deal who is first, the body or the mind, the chicken or the egg. That doesn't matter. Just master the state. And they still kept you well for 1 month, 2 months, maybe even a year. But you need to go back to the same problem. So you go back to the next meeting, to the next motivation seminar, or the next therapist, or the next psychologist. And you keep going again and again, year by year. That's what happened to me. I'm already 60 plus years old, and I found myself, hey, I still have the same patterns, the same behaviors. What is it? And that's a deep, deep question. What is it that I haven't done it properly? Or what is it that I need to do better? And you just try to do better or more or often and spend not just the money and the resources, but all the time trying to go to this specialist or these other specialists. They really seldom communicate. And if they communicate, they're like doing one in English, another one in French. So it's two different fields. They don't really communicate well because they have two different languages. They don't see it like it is. It's one nervous system, one body expressing that problem in two different ways, or in more than two different ways. Sometimes it's not just the mind, it's not just the respiratory or the nervous system, it's more probably the heart problem, or more the some kind of pain, or some kind of situation that's still in your immune system, and you get the immunologist and you like the other doctor, like it happened to me. And you go to this seminar, you go to this specialist, or you go to this retreat, never really going to the root. And that is the shortfall, the shortcomings of all of these fields, because they treat you as separate. They treat you as, this is the expert for the mind, so I'm going to do the mind work, the hypnotist. I even took the famous Gil Boyne in California. They give you even the diploma. You're now a certified hypnotherapist. And you go to the NLP, you get that, and they treat both, but superficially. They don't go to the deepest part. The experts, the therapists, they just treat the body like, by the way, you have a body. All the somatic workers, hey, by the way, the brain is just a processor. It's just like a CPU. They don't really do a whole integrative, holistic approach. And that is the benefits of me coming to this setting in this kind of environment where it's just peace, relaxation, and you have the most enlightening moment. You see that they are well-intended people, great people. I'm not saying any negative, but they are incomplete for one sense. And also, they just compartmentalize. They just allow you just a problem in the brain. So let's do that. Oh, just a problem in the body. Let's do the breath work, or let's do the other kind of therapy. And they treat the brain, just like something you need to do once in a while. They don't really go layer by layer like it's supposed to be once you find the root. And even could be in a lineage pattern that's being held in the fascia work. That's what fascia is, a very important system because integrates, because what the part that connects everything, and not just the bones and the muscles and the tendons and the joints, but connects everything, even the brain, the jaw, the heart, and the belly. That's what 70%, according to the experts, 70+% of the trauma, especially early childhood trauma, before you were 3 years old, or even when you're in your mother's womb, like it happened to me when I was in my mother's womb. So it's held either in the jaw or either in your heart area or in your belly area. So remember, especially for early childhood trauma, the preverbal, you don't even have speech yet. So it needs to be a system that has to start in the body, to start, not to finish there. That is the problem of somatic work, is the start in the body and finish in the body. So we need to go not just to the root of it. There's a great start to dig deeper and find what is really held the pattern. What is it? And thanks to these years and thanks to this amount of therapy they've done, I certainly know in the majority of cases what is it. And I have the technology, and that's what the root method is built with the 6 steps. So you will be able to really find it, even if it's in a great, great, great grandparent lineage that you don't even know they happen, because that's another, a great percentage of those programs, they are not ours. We didn't create it, especially those early. Somebody gave it to us. Usually it's a lineage passed on program. And this is not a woo-woo kind of thing. There was like 20 years ago when I start to learn these patterns. And you have all of these experts. They're telling you this and that. They have a good insights, but they don't really give you the solution. And the solution is going to be multifold, not just one discipline. It's going to be an integrative, holistic way to see that you are not the body, or not just the body. You're not just the mind. You're not also a bioenergetic field. You're not just a spirit. You're everything: mind, body, spirit, the bioenergy connected to the quantum. So when you really go to the deepest part and allow yourself to be open and curious, you will really get to that root, dismantle, and complete the cycle. Take the charge out of the memory. And once the memory is free of charge, you convert that memory into wisdom. The part of you say, wow, that is what really allows me to be a more holistic, a more complete person. And that is what I am telling you. Thanks to this opportunity they have, they said that the best insights happen when I know really the most compelling, the initiation process. That's what I've been living here in Thailand and in Laos. And reality being said, I was thinking I was broken. I was thinking, even in a very big depression with suicidal thoughts, that all of these things have been for a good reason. Now I'm just sharing the good news, sharing what a very few experts know. And I know I'm not the only one. I'm just giving you, documenting my story. I'm giving you what is many people are doing. Many people are trying to get to the root, but they don't have the tools. I'm here to tell you the tools out there. And with the advances in technology, advances in communication, I can really bear witness that the tools are there, and just be open. Be open to what is out there. Find a good teacher, find a good person that has really done the work, because that is the testimonial. That is what you can really see. Oh, this person can really help me. When you really feel the peace, this is supposed to be this way. So I'm sharing this information, and I'm looking forward to start the conversation. And we will see you in the next video. Thank you. My name is Ronald Perez. And if you've been in all of these seminars, all of these coaching sessions, I tell you, you're not alone. Just follow me for more.